Once in a while, a company rebrand will come along which totally nails it. And for me, a company which has done that recently are Ugly Drinks. Ugly Drinks were founded not that long ago, 2016, and they're already going through a rebrand. Now, what I want to do today is I'm going to take you through an article which the online magazine Under Consideration have written about the rebrand, and I'd like to take you through it step by step just to show you why I think it's such an amazing rebrand that they've done. So let's head over to the computer and I'll take you through it. So here we are, folks. We're on the Under Consideration website, and it's underconsideration.com. I really recommend you check out the site if you haven't done so before. They do have some great articles on brands and branding. So here we are. Here is the original Ugly Water, Ugly Drinks logo, and on the right we have the brand new version. The one on the left, the old one, I think we can agree it is ugly. It's rough around the edges, it's bumpy, it's lumpy, and it suits the word ugly because it is an ugly looking thing. But when I say that, I don't mean it's a bad logo design, it suits the brand name. So it did surprise me when I first saw the new logo over on the right, because it's so smooth and well drawn, well proportioned. It is very, very different to the original. And on first looking at the new one, I wasn't sure. I liked it, I loved the look of it, but I was like, okay, so they've got the word ugly, it's kind of fat and kind of chunky. But I was like, okay, what? It's not that ugly to me. It doesn't look as ugly as the original. So I liked it. I liked the shape. I just liked how the new one fits together. But I wasn't sure that it was as effective as the original. And this is where logo design can get interesting, is when you start to see how the designers have put it together and how they use it. That's when a logo comes to life. So let's work our way through this article and we'll see how the designers have put the logo together and what they've achieved with it. So we see the two logos sitting next together there. So let's scroll down the page, and here we can see a much bigger version of the logo. I'm loving the thick outline on this. It really, really works. And I just really like the smoothness of it. Maybe even the registered trademark symbol, they've used a rounded kind of fat font for the typography there, and it works really well. So we've got the word ugly. Now, I'm going to scroll down the page a bit, and this hadn't occurred to me when I first looked at the logo. It's only when you see it on its own. And the U in ugly is actually a tongue. It's someone sticking out their tongue. So you've got that humor element. You can see now, if you go back. Now, some of you may be watching this going, well, I saw that straight away. I didn't, funnily enough. It just looked, it just kind of all fitted in really well. It was only when I scrolled down the page that it hit me and went, wow, it's a tongue. That's brilliant. I love that. And it just made the logo so much better. If we go down a little bit more, we can see how they can use this tongue element to get across the different flavors of the drink, just by adding this line of color on the edge of the tongue and kind of a cartoony fruit icon at the end, as if the tongue's licking the fruit and getting the flavor up the side of the tongue. It's a great way to use it there. If we go down a bit more, you can see here we've got the can icon and we've got the fruit, but what they've done is they've made it into sort of a little character with the kind of the shades on, and it's giving the middle finger, if you hadn't noticed. So it's got that whole attitude about it, middle fingers and tongue sticking out and sunglasses on, and just it's got that strut, the strut walk, you know. So it's kind of it's attitude, it's the ugly attitude, the ugly truth to the drink and to the brand, and I just thought it was really, really good. Now if we scroll down, we'll see some other fruit-based characters. We've got the raspberry here, who's spray painting, doing a bit of graffiti, with the mask on and the tongue on the spray paint bottle. And then we've got the mango here with a baseball bat. So, you know, it's a serious attitude here, you know, serious attitude, kind of standing with his leg crossed and just, you know, almost got the thumb flicked up as if he's flipping a coin as well, and just looking really cool, and you know, not going to take no messing, going to take no trouble from anyone. And then we've got the orange in the bathtub barrel of water. Now, tongue sticking out again, and we can see here bubbles and crosses. Now, it might just be me, but it could be that this orange is doing something in that water. You know, could be some passing of gas, making his own little jacuzzi there. Again, just the humor side of things in these characters is brilliant, really, really good. And we go down here and we've got sort of hand pointing with get real, get ugly, and kind of pointing you in a direction of where you need to go. Again, you've got the thick outline around all of the lettering here and around the hand. Works really well, all fits perfectly together. Here we have the original cans, the original can design. Again, it's really busy. It is very busy. The word ugly is large, and you've got the little tab here with the different flavors, but it's very busy and actually quite difficult to make out the word ugly on there. Now, if we compare that with the brand new cans, massive change. The word ugly is front and center. We've got plain blue background and the drinks names in some speech bubbles above the name. Now, it does surprise me that the speech bubbles are rectangular and pointed and not rounded, the same as the characters and the logo itself. That did surprise me. It still works. I still like it. I still think it works really well. I mean, the name stands out. They've used the rounded font for the typography for the drinks names, and also the text underneath, which says flavoured sparkling water. So it all does tie in. You know, it's really, really good. It's a minor thing, but it does work so much better than the original cans. It really does stand out. And again, just love the can artwork. It's just really, really nice. And here we can see some examples of advertising, using the fruit again. Just having that overlaid as a pattern works really well. And the cases for the multi-packs of the drinks are really well designed. Really simple, clean, not too busy. We've got the tongue element again, really kind of front and center, pride of place, and then the image of the can really clear on the boxes. Nice fun one here, as if, you know, the boxes are up to mischief again and falling on top of this poor gentleman who's lying flat on the floor. And some examples of some posters: contains no ridiculous promises, contains no catchy jingles, contains no unattainable lifestyles. So we can see again, we've got just, you know, this brilliant, fun element to the brand. Again, a bit like Innocent Smoothies, who use humour in their brand. Ugly have really taken this and run with it, and it's just working out so well. And obviously you couldn't have a brand like this without a ton of merchandise, lots of stickers for putting and plastering around everywhere. I have actually spoken to the brand on Twitter and asked them if they'd be doing any baseball caps, and they have said to keep an eye out for that. So I may well have to get myself one of those when they come out, because I'd love a baseball cap with the Ugly on the front there. It just looked really cool. Speaking of which, here we see some Ugly clothing branding. We've got the shirt with the tongue, and we've got the cap with the Ugly logo on there. Interesting jacket as well with the Ugly fruits and the tongue. We've got a little bit there that says whatever. We've got get real, get ugly. Really interesting for the inside of the jacket. And some little animations using the fruit with the lime, I think it is, or lemon, might be a lime. Again, giving that middle finger salute as it reveals the ugly truth. So you've probably guessed by now that I absolutely love this rebrand by Ugly Drinks. It just fits so well with what they're trying to do. I love the style, I love the humour, and it's just, I just think, as I've said earlier, they've nailed this one. I'd really like to hear what you think, though, of the Ugly Drinks rebrand. Do you like it? Do you think it's worked? Or do you totally disagree with what I've said? Leave your comments in the section below. Now, if you've liked the video, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date when I release new videos. And until I see you next time, stay creative, folks.